goals, vision boards, whiteboards, a box of journals, blueprints, all the visions and plans that you have for your business and your life. Oh, trust me, I'm sure they're all amazing. But did you know that there's an easier way to achieve all these thoughts and ideas that you write down? Now, if you've followed the podcast for any length of time, you know I'm all about mindset, that I believe mindset is a strategy, and that with the right mindset, you can achieve anything that you set out to do. And along with having that right mindset, knowing how to take action with all these thoughts and putting it into some logical or illogical order to make things happen. There are a few ways to improve the effectiveness of your thoughts. All these thoughts that you have running around and how to put them into action. Because with the right mindset and knowing how to put things into action, no matter how crazy, how big, how wide, or even how small your ideas or plans are, you can make them happen. You can think your way to success. Turn your thoughts into action, how to think your way to success. That's the topic for episode 72 of the fabbo podcast today. So grateful to have you tuning in. Back in a moment. Hello, friends. Welcome to the fabbo podcast, a mindset and business growth podcast empowering creative entrepreneurs just like you. I'm your host, Bobby Brinkman. My goal here with each episode is to encourage and cheer you on with takeaways that motivate, educate, and celebrate you, the fabbo CEO of your business that I know that you are. I hope that we can challenge you and encourage you to continue to embrace what makes you fabbo, because my friends, you're the secret sauce. You are what sets your business apart. And when you show up authentically and embrace that, you're going to grow a business that not only do you love and that your clients love, but one that you're going to be proud of and one that will allow you to live the life that you deserve, because you'll be able to make an impact with your business. And as you all know, I love to say, when we do well, we can do good. I want you to remember along these episodes, we're going to have guests that come on, and I want you to hear their stories, hear their struggles, and also celebrate with them and their wins. We love stories here at the fabbo podcast. I can't wait to hear more from you, the attendees and the listeners. I can't wait to share more of fellow creatives coming on, but also I'm excited for the privilege to share with you some solo episodes that hopefully will inspire you, make you think a little bit, shift that mindset, and help you grow into the person and the business that you know that you want to be. So sit back for about 30 minutes, take some time, and thank you for spending some time with us. Thank you for investing and sharing space with me. Put those earbuds in. Let's get a little bit of education. Let's get a little bit of motivation. Let's celebrate what it's like to be creative entrepreneurs, because Lord knows we are a different breed, right? This is the fabbo podcast. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back, listeners. Again, thank you for the privilege of sharing this time with you. So today I want to share 3 steps with you to help you become more efficient, be more effective in turning your thoughts into actions. All those things that you have running around, all those ideas, positive ones and negative ones, how to turn these thoughts into actions. I want to encourage you to really try to keep your thoughts in the present tense. I want you to think about what you're doing and working on right now, the goals and the ideas that you currently have on your journal or on your whiteboard, on your to-do list. I want you to get clear and thinking and focusing on the now and how what you're doing right now can implement these actions efficiently so that you can continue to have your business growth and success in the future, because focusing on now and getting these tasks completed. Let your thoughts help you take action on where you are right now, right? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to set up a plan. Your goals and your plans, man, they may be all over the place roaming around that creative entrepreneur mind of yours. It's a never-ending list of all the ideas that you want to start or new product and services that you want to expand on. That roaming around, man, that sometimes makes it really hard for you to see and be clear on where that's taking you and how that will lead you from where you are now to where you want to go. Because it's a non-stop parade, onslaught of these fabbo ideas that you have. A common practice among successful business owners is that they tend to write down their visions. Whether you write them down in a journal or a whiteboard or you even voice memo them, if you get them down on paper, then you can start writing down steps to achieve these goals. You can create a mission statement, your purpose, your target audience, and any other thoughts that you have that are rolling around your head on that one or two ideas. So basically, we want to get them out of your mind and in some written form. And I really do think that when you write with your hand or you talk with your voice and then you go back and you read it again, that's multiple times that you're saying it to yourself. So that's multiple times that your ideas are being retold to yourself. Getting these thoughts out of your mind and down on paper will help you find the right place to start, right? And how to turn these thoughts that you have into action, because you can now break them down into smaller, more manageable steps that you can start implementing and seeing some instant gratification. I mean, we live in a world of instant gratification, right? If something doesn't happen in 3 to 6 seconds, we think it's a flop. If somebody doesn't get back to us, we start wondering what we've done wrong. That's a whole nother topic for a podcast, right? But when you write these things down, you can start making check marks. You can start saying, I can do this today. Remember, focus on the present. What can I get done today that goes with the project I want to work on? What right now will give me the fastest and best results to help me achieve my next steps? Because when you stay in the present tense and you see this fabbo list of all these ideas, you might actually discover that they can't happen right now, and they won't happen right now with the way that you're thinking about them. In a short time, you might change direction, or you thought about an idea and you wrote it down, you're now rereading it from a week or so ago, and you're like, yep, I don't really need to do that. Maybe you're not in the position to currently take action on something that's might be pretty big, or you've actually already accomplished something that you wrote down and you didn't need that step. But writing it down and seeing it in front of you, that path, that plan, that will actually help you. And so I don't want you to give a lot of energy to the thoughts that might be really big and really a couple years down the road. I mean, I'm all about, future planning. But I also don't want you to think about the things in the past, right? I want you to put your energy where you can adjust your thoughts and your plans to the present. Because when you do that, you'll actually move closer, faster to achieving your overall bigger goals. The second step is I don't want you to fall into the overwhelming or overthinking zone. When you overthink things, you're probably finding yourself that you just don't know how to take action. Where do you start? What do you do? It's just too much. It's shiny objects, right? You're probably not being decisive enough because you're thinking things through way too much. You're really thinking, if I do this, this will happen. But if I don't do this, then this won't happen. I honestly think that most creatives are just general overthinkers. And letting go and not trying to make everything fit into a nice little perfect box, I do believe that's a skill set. And I think us creative entrepreneurs always have such big, beautiful ideas, and then we always want to do more. I mean, heck, my motto is to always be more adventurous, do more, be more of whatever you want to work on. That living in that zone of more and be more sometimes falls in that overthinking zone because you're constantly wondering, will this be enough? So I want you to not overthink your ideas. I want you just to get them wrote down. I want you to get a plan in place. Finding yourself unable to turn your thoughts into action is probably a lot to do with the fact that you're just overthinking all these steps. Or you're overthinking too many ideas, and maybe some of the ideas do overlap. But you find yourself getting overwhelmed, and you overthink it, even though it's something that excites you. We can still overthink and get overwhelmed on good things that our passion drives us on. We don't always have to get overwhelmed on things that weigh us down. Overthinking zone is that mix. And remember, while you're absolutely fabbo, you're not perfect. And you shouldn't beat yourself up with negative thoughts when things just don't seem to be happening as fast as you want them to, or as big as you think they should, or you don't see what you thought your mind thought, right? You don't see it the way that you had it wrote down. I want you to give the power to all those fabulous things that you're doing right now and all the success that you're having, big or small, however you define it. You're being successful because you're still here. And right now on your business journey, this honing in, not getting overwhelmed, not falling into the overthinking zone, and having a plan will help you on the way to even more success. And the third step is determine what is stopping you from taking action. Once you complete these first two steps, you might find that you still have trouble turning your thoughts into an action. So let's see if we can determine what's stopping you. No fear, no distraction. It's time to shift that mindset and remove these limiting beliefs. There is no better time than the present to start reframing and rethinking your thoughts. My friends, do not talk negative to yourself. I want you to turn these thoughts into action. It's very easy to take a bunch of negative thoughts and give those power and give them action, and you'll never do anything. You'll never move the needle forward because you keep telling yourself, I can't. Instead of just writing everything down, finding the positive in it, and having the mindset to know that you're going to achieve the things that you wrote down, and also give yourself permission that the ideas that you wrote down or the steps you're taking do not fit where you are now, and you'll let them go. Many things can hold you back from turning your thoughts into action so that you can achieve your short and long-term goals. So really, what's holding you back from moving ahead? What is it? Can you or will you put any of these three simple steps into action and use them to take advantage to motivate you to be even more successful? Will you do that? And again, don't spend too much time reviewing what you've done or the mistakes that you've made. You've already learned from those. And then I don't want you to get too far in the future with too many big ideas, because that can also slow your growth as well. Just because you're not there yet doesn't mean you're not moving forward. Doesn't mean you're not doing things right. Because as another gentle reminder, when you get to where you want to go, I want you to be happy that you're there. I want you to be satisfied that you're there. Sometimes we work so hard in our future and we want to get somewhere so fast, and we get there and we're disappointed. So I want you to hone in on what you're working on right now. Because you might just have a new vision. You might just find out that when you write all these things down, it can be a new vision for a new business. Maybe it's a new product that you want to offer. Maybe it's something else when you look at this list that you can get excited about. And as I mentioned, staying present with your thoughts and meeting them where you are. Remember, you are right where you're supposed to be, and you're doing fabbo at that. Take an honest look at your business goals and your vision in its current state. And this will help you take meaningful, strategic action. It's easier to turn your thoughts into action when you think about doing them intentionally. You put in the effort. You believe in the steps that you're going to take. You believe in your plan. You believe in your ideas. That's why I want you to keep writing them down. I want you to keep getting them out of your mind and your head so you can have more space without overthinking or getting overwhelmed with all the creativity that you come up with. You may even wonder why you ever let a negative thought try and take over your creative genius. Because the more that you start taking your ideas and you're writing them down, you see more positive than you do the negative, and you'll start talking to yourself in a better way. That mindset of I can and I will, that success mindset, that abundance mindset will be the priority in how you live your life and build your business. You'll be amazed how much more you can accomplish if you just do what you say you're going to do, rather than getting stuck in a thought loop or overwhelming or overthinking or the I can't. Stay out of that negative space. I hope this episode helps you cut out that overthinking. Get your ideas more out of your head and on paper so that you can start following a plan, that you can see the steps written out, and improve your productivity. You can focus and follow this plan, and then you'll get things done. And before you know it, you have turned your thoughts into action. Thanks again for sharing your time with me, my friends. As always, I'm here cheering you on. Till the next time, stay motivated to be fabbo. Peace and gratitude. Thanks again, fabbo listeners, for sharing some space with me. I hope you found some motivation and encouragement. I hope you got a big virtual in your earbud hug from the podcast today. I want to remind you that if you are feeling stuck and you want to start taking strategic steps that align with your purpose and your goals, if you're ready to shift your mindset from being defeated to a winner, ready to make an impact with your business, if you're ready to start betting on yourself and regain that confidence that you need to move forward, if you're ready to have somebody gently nudge you past those roadblocks and remind you that what's right here is just getting you ready for your next chapters of your amazing fabbo business and your life story. If you're ready to get excited about your business and reconnect with your purpose, I invite you to reach out and do a discovery call with me. Let's find out if we're a good fit. Let's find out how we can work together. I can't wait to hear your story. I can't wait to hear your vision, where you've been and where you want to go. A fabbo chat helps us for 1 hour. We can have a strategic business call that can just get you that mojo back, right? I will gently nudge you. My role as a coach is not to do the work for you, but to help you see the path that you're already on and to remind you that you're already fabbo. I'm just here to remind you of that. So reach out in the show notes below, bobbybrinkman.com. Make sure you reach out. I'm here for you. Send me a DM. However you want to communicate, let's get you moving forward. Let me help cheer you on. Let's work together because the world needs who you are. The world needs what you have to offer. And the creative industries that you serve, those clients are just waiting for you. They just don't know that they need you yet. Let's get you unstuck. Let's get you moving. I'm so happy you're here today. Have an absolutely fabulous day. Till next time, my friends, peace and gratitude.